All right, something different today. We're going to tier rank the Jurassic Park movies, but not just the Jurassic Park movies. We're going to compare them to other franchises I'm very fond of. So, we'll start with Jurassic Park. I will go through some of my favorites and then some other franchises I really like. Um, so, Jurassic Park, of course, is essentially an autistic fascination of mine. Um, the broader franchise and the first movie, both. But there's other franchises I really like particularly Alien and Terminator are my other like big two, or my collectively at Jurassic Park my big three. Um, and then I'm also I enjoy Predator, I enjoy the Mad Max films, I enjoy the 28 Days Later universe. So I've included these as further points of comparison. Predator also bleeds over with Alien, so there's hard to discuss one without the other, in a situation like this. Not as big of a Predator fan as Alien fan, but Predator still an enjoyable thing. So yeah, we'll get the Jurassic films out of the way first. If that's all you care about when you clicked on this video, well then you can leave after those are done. Um, and I won't linger. At the end of the day, we're a dinosaur channel. I won't linger too long on my explanations for the non-Jurassic films. Um, because that would be a step beyond the purpose of this video and channel. In terms of our tier rankings, we've got GOAT tier, the greatest of all time. We've got a solid tier. We've got mediocre, and we've got ass, which is just pretty bad, and we got literal trash, which is like way worse. And then we've got this special tier down here, so bad it's good. This is when a film is so awful, it reps back around to the top and it becomes excellent, but for a bad reason. There won't be too many of these. It's really hard for a movie in a franchise I have any interest in to be so bad it's good because it's too frustrating. Usually, there is one exception, one single film on this list of I believe 36 films that will go in that category. And we'll talk about it very briefly when we get to it. So, start with Jurassic Park's, yeah, greatest of all time. This movie's amazing. If you haven't seen Jurassic Park, watch Jurassic Park. Unfortunately, nothing else in the franchise has ever come close to the first film for me. I think The Lost World, solid film. It's got elements that really let it down, but like the trailer scene is like one an excellent piece of like very tense cinema that like none of the other sequels after this one come close to. The two teams on the island angle, the captured dinosaurs, the mainland, that stuff's pretty iconic to me. So solid tier film. Um, I feel like I should have. No, this is probably fair. We might add a tier or two, depending on how I feel like the granularity with the franchise. Um, because I feel like mediocre tier. I mean, so mediocre tier is like mid tier, right? This is a little harshly labeled. Let's do this. Let's do this. This is mediocre, medicore, mediocre, and then this is I guess mid. to go to use the parlance of the younger generation, this is mid tier. Um, so unfortunately, as much as I like the Jurassic franchise, I feel like the films let it down a lot, which doesn't make much sense given that it's a film franchise. But that's how it be. Um, However, the bottom set of stuff here, not too many of the Jurassic films are genuinely terrible to me. So a mid dinosaur film still pretty good. So mid tier JP3. The movie just ends. There's no it just goes off a cliff at the end. There's no ramp down. There's no it's just cruising along and then whoof, whoof, credits. Um, some just hideously annoying characters. Uh, some filler characters. It's good dinosaur designs for the most part. The aviary scene is very very interesting. It's something different, but also they have teeth in the pteranodons, and that bugs me immensely. Like, there's merits, there's problems. And just structurally, it doesn't work as well as like Lost World. It is better though than Jurassic World. I think Jurassic World gets too much credit. I think it's kind of a dumb movie. It's a perfectly serviceable action film or whatever, but like I feel like there's a it doesn't feel as refined as the first three. These first three are gentlemen's films. This is nah, it's just a different style of filmmaking, and it doesn't work as well for me. It sets up a lot of things. Jurassic World sets the tone for the later part of the franchise for the current era, and so it's the kind of film that I put a lot of blame on for what it leads to. I don't think, in a lot of ways, I don't think it does a good job setting up a franchise, right? Like this was the big opportunity to like restructure the franchise in a way that allowed it to expand more going forward. It just doesn't do it. It starts the hybrid shit, which I'm so tired of and never really liked. I think this is the film where the hybrid concept works the best, but also I never liked the hybrid concept even in this film. It starts this whole nonsense of like dinosaurs are not interesting to the public for some fucking reason, which is also completely nonsense. People love zoos. Um, but yeah, but on the other hand, like it's got characters that are somewhat memorable. I hate Owen, but like it's not really the fault of Owen in this film. I hate Owen over the course of the whole franchise, where it just kind of gets flanderized. But but yeah, CG looks terrible. I think this is easily the worst looking movie of the entire franchise. I think it's just hideous. All the dinosaur designs are really bad in this film too. They're all like flat and gray. They're all regressions too in terms of like accuracy and shit versus the other films. Like the new Stego design sucks. The new Gallimimus is hideous. Like ugh. Uh, Hot take. I like Fallen Kingdom better. I think Fallen Kingdom is a very nice looking movie. It's got some good long takes. It's got much better dinosaur designs, especially color wise. I like the Carno. The plot is disjointed and problematic for sure. Don't get me wrong. Um, but as a movie, Fallen Kingdom is much more visually appealing to look at than World. World has more of a tighter plot, but I'm not that interested in the plot. So, eh. These are all like very. See, here's the weird thing about the Jurassic franchise, right? This is a very hard franchise for me to rank. You asked me to rank the Alien films. Boom, 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 boom. This is the order. Done. This mid tier for the Jurassic franchise is just. It's so hard to decide from moment to moment which one I actually like the most out of this like mid tier. I can, however, tell you that Dominion is literal trash. This movie has not a lick of tension in it. It completely misuses the original cast. It has all this potential of bringing back the classic three characters from the first film, and it just does nothing with them the whole time. Um, just terrible, terrible. Some good dinosaur designs, some mediocre dinosaur designs. Like, ugh, it's just a bad film. There's a whole Dominion roundtable discussion if you want to see why that one's bad. Um, Rebirth is probably the hardest one for me to evaluate because uh as a movie, visually it's very appealing. Um, but also it has some weird size inconsistencies that are very glaringly obvious, which makes it kind of weird to watch. It does a lot of things to the franchise I genuinely don't like. I'm pretty like I said about Jurassic World that it sets up a lot of things going forward that I'm like, I don't know about that, and I place a lot of the blame on it. Rebirth sets out like just torpedoes things that are established and doesn't set up anything new, which is like really bad. Um, but it's a more entertaining romp than some of these other ones. It's got a very simplistic plot, but it is like it's a simplistic plot that's executed completely and fine. So like Rebirth, weirdly, depending on my mood, can go here and it can go here. It can go anywhere. Any of these movies honestly can go anywhere in this tier. Um, yeah, I don't know, man. Like I could do this. I could be convinced to do this. Like I don't know what this is. Like Fallen Kingdom's the movies that gets the dinosaurs off the island. I appreciate it for that too. Jurassic Park 3 just has no purpose. It's like a purposeless film. It doesn't set out to achieve anything. It's just it's just a simplistic like Lost on an Island adventure, which I guess is a movie can be that. A movie's allowed to be that. Like, I don't know. This is I knew this was going to be a thing in the moment. I really don't give a shit about JP3 that much. I mean, that's harsh. That is not that is harsh but not true. I mean, these two are the ones I care about. This whole tier is like, yeah. All right. Fallen Kingdom wins on the merits of Carnotaurus alone, thereby invalidating any critique in this tier list. If I can be swayed by a dinosaur, we're gonna do this. This is the ordering I'm going with. Um, boom. Yeah, Dominion vastly below the rest of the franchise. A bunch of stuff here that's kind of interchangeable in quality, and then the Spielberg films win the day, of course. All right, Alien. Yeah, I mean it's Alien. Aliens also yes. Alien 3 actually also yes. Um, I'm an Alien 3 defender. I think 1, 2, 3, perfect trilogy pretty much. Three's a little rough, right? Three is not perfect. It works. I think it works great as a closer for the trilogy. I'm happy with it. I think it's totally consistent. It's just like the optimal version of Alien 3 is the work print version of Alien 3, which is not a complete film. That's the problem, right? We have this rough draft of the film that's like the perfect thing that needs to exist, and it's just not quite cleaned up enough to work, right? Every element is there. It's just literally an in production work print form. Um, and yeah, the first two are masterpieces. Alien is a masterpiece of Lovecraftian space horror. Aliens is a military sci-fi action masterpiece. When I was a kid, when I was a teenager, even as a young adult, this was the order, right? Currently, in current era, I put Alien ahead now. Finally, is a maturing individual. Alien has solidly pulled ahead of Aliens for me. It's the gulf between these is very tiny. But you know, that's how it stakes. 1, 2, 3 in that order. Alien 3 definitely ahead of Lost World. I have my grievances with Alien 3 are the fact that it's essentially just unfinished. My grievances with Lost World are actual decisions and scenes that just don't work in that film. Alien Resurrection, no. It's not literal trash. It is a watchable film, but no. Prometheus, also no. More watchable than that, but no. Covenant. Covenant, I'm gonna probably say mid. I like some of the new creature designs. I like David. I like this rogue android mad scientist angle of Covenant more than the portrayal of David in Prometheus. It's a fun extension of Prometheus, of taking the elements from the elements from Prometheus I liked and doing something with them while leaving behind some of the elements of Prometheus I didn't like, or using those elements less, but still not hugely in love with Covenant. I'd rather watch it than Jurassic World. Romulus also not the best. Romulus pisses me off. Top of mediocre tier. People really like this film. I don't know why. Um, some classical effects work, cool. I mean, some decent design stuff, great. The sets look great, sure. The actors are all fine enough. The android's really good, but like way too many callbacks. Like not enough actual meat to the movie. Very few interesting scenes of any interaction with the said aliens. Like I don't know. I don't get the hype on it. I don't get it. Um all right, Predator franchise coming off of the Alien franchise. Predator 1, classic of 80s action cinema, one-liners and quips. This is not generally what I'm looking for in a movie, but it's hard to deny. Now, hot take. I'm gonna put it at the top of solid. I'm sorry, Predator. You are exactly everything you set out to be. You've achieved it. You have incredible special effects. I can't. Can I put this in solid? Am I being a contrarian by trying to put Predator in solid tier? I think so. I think I am being a contrarian. Um yeah. All right, we'll put the bottom of GOAT tier. It's fine. It can be there. It's allowed. Predator 2. I'm going to put this at the top of mediocre ahead of Romulus, I think. If I can get it there. Um, Harrigan, Danny Glover does not work for me as a protag in this. There's some fun Predator action and stuff in this. I also don't like the honor angle that is really stressed for the creature in this film. Like Predator 1, he's just like a hunter. He's just a big game hunter out here to have fun, out here to get some trophies. Predator 2, they're like, there's a culture and they have honor. Honor, honor, honor. And it's boring. It's dull. It's not terribly interesting. Um, not as some people think this film was underrated. I think it's perfectly rated. I don't think it really lives up to the first. Um, I think Predators is underrated. We'll put this solidly in mid. Uh, some the effects work's a little dodgy. I like the ensemble cast angle of this like group of killers. It's a little more ensemble than like Predator, but it still kind of has like Predator's kind of ensemble-ish. Like there's some pretty big name action stars in that, but I appreciate it. Um, yeah, not too much to say about it. It adds some like fun other alien designs. It's a Predator movie that takes place in space. Like I think it's all pretty fun. I would also rather watch this than Jurassic World. Do I like it more than Covenant? Probably not. Sure. The Predator is so bad it's good. The Predator comes to Earth to hunt autism. This movie is incredible. It's simultaneously the worst shit I've ever seen, but also hilarious. I think I went to see it twice. I think it was so bad I had to see it again. So yeah, so bad it's good. The Predator. What the fuck? Who greenlit this? Is this movie a joke? This movie feels like it's a joke. It feels like the people that made this movie pulled a prank on the studio, and frankly, if that's the case, more power to them. Prey the best Predator film. That's all I'm gonna say about that. We're gonna put it right here, right ahead of the Predator, original Predator, not the Predator. This is the Predator. Predator, Predators, the Predator. Thank you, Predator franchise, for having the worst fucking titles. Yeah, but Prey's great. Very fun dynamic of indigenous warriors versus the Predator. I actually really like the Predator design in this film. Hot take, controversial in the franchise, especially amongst the fans. But like, listen, Stan what's the Predator design, great, fantastic, beautiful creature. This design, more alien, more weird, more different. I like it a lot for that. It's a little less clunky, a little more sleek in some sense. I appreciate that. Fantastic counterpart alternate design for the creature versus the first film. Fight me. Killer of Killers. This is the newest Predator film. This is an anthology film. This is a damn solid little film. Um, we'll put it solid tier behind Lost World, I think. It's a perfectly good counterpart to like Prey, but by virtue of being this like animated anthology, it's like doesn't do it as much for me, but still pretty good. AVP Requiem, the worst shit. Terrible. Worse than Dominion. You can't even see this film. It's supposed to be second. AVP goes first, but is also literally trash. Paul W.S. Anderson, WS stands for writing sucks. Terrible fucking film. Garbage. Garbage tier film. Worse than Dominion, actually. The Terminator. This is the greatest film of all time, actually. Hot take. I like Jurassic Park more as a franchise, but this is the best film I've ever seen. The original Terminator, not Terminator 2, the first one. I'm sorry, but this is everything I'm looking for in a movie. The desperate tone, the fucking. It's perfect. It's a perfect film. It's so good. The sheer tension and desperation that permeates this entire film. It's an extended chase. It is incredible. It is the only film in my mind that goes like ahead of like Jurassic Park for me. It's so good. Terminator 2 Judgment Day is overrated. Bottom of the goat tier. It takes this perfect tense, like incredible apocalyptic action feature and turns it into quippy comedy. You know what? You know what? No. Hot. Here's the real hot take. Fucking Terminator 2 Judgment Day, only solid. Fight me. Boom. I would rather watch Alien 3, actually. Is that true? eh, eh, maybe. Maybe not. Uh Terminator 3, yeah, literally trash. Terminator Salvation, also literally trash. Ahead of 3. This movie is like the lost potential movie. Hey, we're doing a Terminator movie in the future, but it's gonna be the wrong fucking aesthetics, and it's gonna be garbage. Three is just like the worst humor and shit in a movie ever. Just terrible, just awful. Genesis is the worst, the worst, the worst. I would rather watch the AVPs over Genesis. This is so bad. This is the most miscast movie I've ever seen in my fucking life. Who did the casting? Who thought this was a good idea? What the fuck? Just bleh. No, 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 no. Dark Fate, massively underrated. This is the only true middle of the road Terminator movie. Every Terminator movie is either like one of the most incredible films of all time. Okay, I can't. It's got to be. It's Judgment Day. It's got to be. It belongs on the top tier. No more hot take. I can't do it. uh, but yeah, every Terminator film was either one of the best movies of all time or absolutely fucking garbage, except for this one, which is just right in the middle. People got real mad about this film when it came out. Because they have different expectations for what the film franchise should do, and this is the problem with franchise films all the time, right? People have they have their own opinions on things that are wrong. Franchise films come with a lot of baggage, right? Because everybody is always thinking, what's the next one going to be like? What direction should the franchise move in? And when it doesn't, they just get really mad about it. And like Terminator was not this ever the story of John Connor, goddamn it was always the story of Sarah Connor, and that's what this movie continues. Gabriel Luna's Terminator villain is incredible. Mackenzie Davis works pretty well as a twist on the human protector type character. The lady, this character, right there, tiny little lady, the person they're protecting, she's awful. She sucks, but everybody else around her is pretty good. So mid. Action's a little floaty, a little Marvel-ish, which I hate. Some decent chase sequences. It's so like it's one of those movies that's pulled in two directions where it's like, oh, that's a pretty cool idea. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, that's all right. Oh, that's the worst thing I've seen. It's just back and forth. So mid. Perfectly watchable. Good soundtrack. Mid. 28 Days Later. Yes. Very good film. Love it. 28 Years. Better, actually. Fight me. I love 28 Years Later. This is a recent release. This movie worked for me on like every level. Excellent. So psyched for the next one. 28 years, like these are ostensibly a zombie franchise, not exactly, but the people will talk your ear off about why they're not zombies, but it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. 28 is like your quintessential zombie outbreak film. That's been like kind of replicated over and over again after it came out through a lot of other media. Um, very very crudely shot, which works for like the vibe of the film, but at the end of the day, this is kind of standard zombie fare, elevated by the people making it, and the quality. But it's a zombie outbreak, people trying to survive and reach safety. I've seen that a lot of times. 28 Years, on the other hand, this is deep apocalypse, restructured civilization adapted to this time, a coming of age story done under that syntax. It's genius. It's fucking great. It's so good. Controversial film. A lot of people don't like it. A lot of people don't like the ending. They're wrong. They're all wrong. This is the best movie I've seen in years. So good. 28 Weeks Later. I don't remember this movie. I've seen it. I mean, I remember parts of it, but like It's perfectly watchable. Mid. You know what? Mediocre, because it comes sandwiched between these two. Top of mediocre. All right. Last franchise we're going to talk about, Mad Max. I was never heavily into the original Mad Maxes until after I watched Fury Road. Fury Road's incredible. Ooh, that's a hot. Ooh. Can I put this ahead of Aliens? Honestly, I think I'd rather watch Fury Road. I'm sorry, Aliens. I do love you, but God, Fury Road is so fucking good. So good. I think Furiosa is a perfectly good counterpart to Fury Road. Like, also fantastic. This, of course, the fifth in release order, but is a prequel to Fury Road. This works as a great two-parter. Um, yeah, I can't put Mad Max ahead of Alien for me. I can't do it. Fury Road, that is. Um, this is not something I expected going into thinking about this tier list, but just looking at it, feeling it out in my heart, I got to give it to Fury Road here. Um, yeah, then Furiosa versus 28 Years, like two of the best movies of the last decade for me. I think at the end of the day, 28 stands out more. I think this is an interesting point of comparison. 28 Days versus Furiosa. That's a toughie. I think Furiosa comes out ahead. I think we'll do that. Prey versus 28. Yeah, I'd rather watch 28. Predator versus Judgment Day. I think I'd rather watch Judgment Day. All right. Yeah. Judgment Day sneaking in there. Okay, moves up a slot. This is a very unbalanced tier list, by the way. But I think this is kind of the nature of like every one of these franchises has shit that's like, you know, skewing it in one direction or not or another. So I think it kind of works. Actually, honestly, we're gonna clean this up here by going through the classic Mad Max trilogy. One and two are both solid films. Um, I like these a good bit, both of these. Mad Max One, not as liked by a lot of people. I actually quite like Mad Max One because it's Mad Max One was really interesting to me because it's a stage of apocalyptic collapse we never get in films, of this like slow collapse, this like dystopian, not quite collapse, but like on the tipping point. I found that fascinating. Um, I Part of me wants to do this. Is this a hot take? One before two? Part of the problem I have with Mad Max 2 is like, why am I just not watching Fury Road again? They're different a little bit because Fury Road is a long chase. Mad Max 2 has this more of like a siege angle to some of it. Um, Slash the Road Warrior, of course. Do I guess this is a question. Yeah, I probably put Lost World ahead of these. I think maybe. What about Killer of Killers? Yeah, I think these go ahead of Killer of Killers. See, that's a little more balanced, a little bit, kinda. And then Thunderdome did nothing for me. I do not care about this film. Thunderdome was a huge letdown, especially coming off of like I watched like Mad Max 1, 2, and 3, like essentially back to back to back. And boy, was this a letdown coming off of Road Warrior. Holy shit. Um, God damn. Um, Probably better than Resurrection. But I'd rather watch Romulus, probably. Prometheus, don't know about that. I don't know about that. All right. I think we'll do that. I think that's okay. Yeah. So that's how I rank these films. We get this clump of Jurassic like smack dab here in this like mid tier. But as a franchise, of course, Jurassic wins my heart. But Terminator One, best movie of all time for me. Yeah. Closing statements. Watch 28 Years Later. The movie's awesome. You should probably watch The Predator, but like drunk or with friends or something. Um, Romulus is overrated as fuck. Dominion's trash. um, Furiosa deserved to do better. The fact that this movie didn't do well is massively disappointing because I want another Mad Max film. God damn it! What the fuck? Go out and buy Furiosa DVDs. All right. until next time.